Hello, everybody. Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. It's Empire 333 here. Okay, guys, let me just get comfortable. Before we start. Let me start shuffling and get the energy going. So, today we're going to do a spirit channel message, everybody. And also, we are going to do Mira. Ask what Mira. So for those of you who want, hi Asha, I hope I pronounced that right. Welcome. I'm going to do a channeled message in regards to manifestation because Spirit is telling me a lot of you are annoyed and angry why your manifestations are not coming, not happening. Like your manifestations are not your reality and you wonder why and you think that you're doing everything you could do and all that stuff. So I'm going to do a channeled message because that is what the collective needs at this time, everybody. Spirit wanted to talk about this like Wednesday, okay? I think it was like Wednesday, but Saturdays are my days here, guys. Hi, Steven. Hi, Deanna. Thank you, Deanna. I'm feeling okay today. I'm in pain, but I'm just keeping going. I can't stop. I have a life to do and I love being here and I also have other work to do. I don't know why my is coming through. Okay. Hi, T. Marie. Welcome. So, okay, guys. So I'm going to go through the channeled messages because I want that to come out before anything else. Thank you, Stephen. How are you feeling, Stephen? Thank you for showing up, guys. So, okay. So when it comes to manifestation, okay, no matter how you're doing what, whether it be you're doing praying, let's say, whether you're putting an intention out there, you're doing wishes, you're doing rituals, okay? Oh, awesome, Stephen. I'm so glad you are. I love that. So, anyways, there's two things that keep people from doing manifestation, okay? And this has to do, okay, I'm going to say how it all goes together, okay? Some of you, okay, when I say you, for those of you who are new, this includes me. So I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not a preacher here, okay, guys? So there's two things that keep a manifestation from happening, okay? Firstly, okay, depending if you want a person or a thing or you want more money, you want a better job, you want that house up on the hills, whatever it is, right? Two things, okay? There is usually something in the way, okay? So something in the way could be a person, okay? The other thing it could be is the energy is not shifting between you and what you want. So the you and what you want is not aligning together. That means that there needs to be an energetic shift for you and what you want to come in alignment together. Okay. So if you're not in alignment with that, okay, and it hasn't, okay, if it's I'm going to just say something here. If it's a person, okay, and you've tried everything you can, right? And you're like, why? I know we're meant to be together. I know this person is my soulmate. I know this, I know that, right? So you are putting an unhealthy attachment to that person, okay, on that person that they're supposed to spend the rest of their lives with you, and vice versa. You're supposed to spend the rest of your lives with them, okay? So it's kind of like you're trying to make that person fit your bill. Meanwhile, that person might not ever fit your bill, okay? Your bill is your destiny, it's your fate, okay? It's also um that person might not be the person who is going to permanently stay in your life, okay? It could just be a karmic lesson you're supposed to learn. And some of you are taking really long time to learn karmic lessons, okay? And I know how it is, okay? I've taken long time myself, right? I'm part of this, right? Oh, thank you. Hi, Yosemite. So glad you're here. Glad you made it. So, anyhow, this is about that. So that what happens is like, so okay, I'll say it in that way when it comes to romance. If it's someone you want, okay, obviously you get emotional about it. The second part of this is that you, because you become emotional about it, because you're like, you're feeling lack, you're like, I'm not getting this person, I'm not, getting married, or I'm not meeting my partner, or this person, is a jerk, whatever it is, right? It's like, also it's like, I'm not getting that job that I want. Why am I not at the status of other people around me? I want to be at a higher money status. I want to make more money. I want to look like this, whatever it is, right? So this is about you getting emotional. When you get emotional, guys, spirit is always communicating with you, okay? Just to let you know, spirit is always communicating with us. Whether we hear it or not, or we see it or we feel it, however we do, there's all clairs, there's clairvoyance, there is clairaudience, there is claircognizance, there is clairsentience. So, however you get your messages from spirit, pay attention, because when you're emotional, the intuition doesn't come through clearly. So you get even more confused. You're like, I got a sign. Oh my God. You know, this person called me when it was 11:11. Oh, I'm supposed to be with them for the rest of my life. It's like that kind of thing, right? And that doesn't mean that necessarily, because you are fixated on a certain outcome with a person. I'm going to say in love aspect, romantic aspect, okay? We'll also get into other stuff, right? Yeah, dreams is Stephen, that is it's clairvoyance and prophecy, okay? Yeah, that's a kind of clairvoyance and prophecy when it's in dreams. Mhm. And especially if you're seeing it, right? Because there could be dreams also, you don't see something. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Arabian Conjure. Shireen, I love you. I miss you too. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, honey. I really miss you too. Everybody check out Arabian Conjure. She is one of my favorite witches. Love you. So when you do this, guys, what happens is that, so your intuition, you don't get the clear messages, right? And a lot of you need some type of healing, right? Because if you don't have the healing, if you're not working on yourself, okay, then it kind of is like it just how should I say it? If you're not working on yourself, on becoming a better person, a better partner, if you're not working on any of those things, then your manifestation is not going to come through, okay? It's not going to come to you. And it's because um, when you're emotional and you get fixated on a certain outcome, you can, like, do everything in your power. And that's when people, what they do is they start pursuing and pushing towards a goal, whether it's a person or whether it is like anything, like it's a person or a situation, a better job, whatever it is. It's like if you're not doing the work, it's not going to happen. And some of you think like, okay, what's the work we have to do? Well, if you're so emotional and you're fixated on whatever it is, so you're chasing it instead of pulling back your energy and receiving it, okay? After you've done the work, right? You got to do it in the physical because everything is a co-creation with you and spirit, right? So spirit's looking at some of you all and being like, okay, we've told this person 100 times, we've tried to get the message through. You got to do this, right? And especially when it comes to soulmate energy, guys, it's not about the person changing. It's about you changing, okay? The person might not ever change. And I know that for some of us, that is like, it's hard to accept, right? So when you don't accept that and you think to yourself, you're just pointing the finger at someone like you, okay? When you meet someone, guys, okay, the first time you meet them, not even the first time, when you're just starting to date somebody or whatever, you already set up what it is, right? And for some of you, you have evolved throughout the connection, but the person is not evolving, okay? But as a partner, um, you have to match what you want, okay? So that becomes like a hindrance in the connection when you're just thinking like, I'm perfect, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, right? But it's about the energy you're giving off, right? The consciousness. So a lot of you have to shift your consciousness, because and accept that the person that you've wanted, okay, whether you've wanted them for years, centuries, it doesn't matter, right? um that person might not make it this lifetime, whether you feel like they're your soulmate, whether you feel like they're your twin flame, it really doesn't matter, okay? There's nothing written in stone, okay? Thank you, Yosemite. Crystal, yes, you can. You can donate through super chat here, or you could donate through my PayPal. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Arabian. I love you, Shireen. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I love you, Habibti. Thank you. Yeah. So, guys, that means so much to me, Shireen. Thank you, you guys. Thank you, Shireen. Oh, that means so much to me. Made me feel all warm inside. I love your spirit, girl. So, this is about you guys not fixating on an outcome, because even though some of you feel so close and intimate with someone, right? And there is love there, right? It's like your souls love each other. Your souls are great energy together. You're powerful together, whatever. But you still need to do the work in the physical realm to get to what you want, okay? This is not just about praying to spirit or putting intentions out there, doing, whatever it is, magic. You have to do the work. Everything is a co-creation, right? With you and spirit. Everything is a co-creation. So some of you are not listening to your intuition, okay? When it tells you what you're supposed to do to get whatever it is that you want, okay? And this doesn't have to be only in a love situation, okay? Some of us come here with soul contracts, okay? And if you don't know what your soul contract is, that's when you get messed up, because what happens is that you keep distracting yourself with people, with BS drama and all that stuff. And that keeps you from making more money. That keeps you from getting the real love of your life, okay? Because you're telling yourself the story inside your mind that this is the only person that there is for me, or this is the only way. And meanwhile, spirit has like 4 different ways you can get to that, okay? Some of you think, oh, I don't have the money to do A, B, and C. How am I going to do it? Okay? Spirit will give you other forms. If you tell spirit, like, I don't have the money to do this. Please help me get the money to do this. Even if you don't get the money, guys, it's going to come in a different form, okay? Spirit is limitless. There's no boundaries, there's no nothing. So as long as they know that you're doing the work in the physical realm, then you are going to be helped. Okay. If you don't know what they're saying, obviously, you know, if your intuition is just like not clear, you all know, I'm still open for personal readings if you guys want that. But I'm just saying, you got to listen to your intuition. And some of you, I know some of you have egos where it's like, oh, you know what? I don't get I don't get readings because I'm already psychic, I'm already intuitive, I'm a healer, all that stuff, okay? That does not matter. I get readings myself, okay? Like Arabian conjure right there, I trust her. She did a great reading for me. And for example, right? I don't I don't have an ego, okay? I'm not in competition with anybody, okay? The only person I compete against is sometimes is myself, right? But I don't believe in competition. I think competition is BS, okay? We're all here. We all got gifts. Some of us know how to use it, some of us don't. Some of us are confused. Some of us don't know our soul contracts or whatever, right? What we're here to do, our purposes, okay? So I just want to say that those of you who are like holding back, you know, getting uh a reading from somebody just because you feel you're so psychic, you don't have to, okay? Everybody needs clarity sometimes, because when we get emotional, it's like our brain is not thinking clearly. Our mind is not clear so that we can hear that divine guidance coming through, okay? It does happen, okay? And I'm not going to be so prideful to say like I'm a like a inherited psychic. I'm an inherited healer, okay? And I'm telling you that sometimes too I need clarity, okay? Most of the time, I mean, it's different when it's with other people because it's other people's stories, right? And trust me, I have a really good track record when it comes to my psychicness. I have a really good track record, okay? All right. So, can you manifest unexpected money if your income is limited? If so, how? Okay. So, T Marie, I would suggest you do some type of spells. Okay. I like money spells. And it has a lot to do with what you're inviting in the home. So even feng shui, or in Eastern astrology, Vedic, they call it Vastu Shastra. Okay, that helps you invite the energy of money in your home. Okay, so it's really good to do that. Okay, so look into that. Or if you guys want, I could talk about it. I mean, let's see if I have time this year. Um, yeah, Stephen, yes. So like being stuck in your head as you cross the road and not paying attention to the traffic, definitely. Bingo. Yeah. So um some of us kind of, okay, when it comes to money, I have to tell you this, okay? From personal experience. Let me just see what Yosemite wrote. I've been emailing the wrong email about a personal reading. See, I know. I keep wondering. You're always on my mind. Like, okay, every time I think of you or I see like a message, I'm like, I'm gonna tell her, and then I forget to tell you. Thank you for the super chat, though. I appreciate it. Okay, yeah. Go in my description box. Yeah. So money spells. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, Yosemite. That's one of them. I like to get deeper into stuff like that just because I enjoy it. I like doing spells, you know? I like creating things, right? Um, yeah, so anyhow, what was I talking about? Um, Squirrel. Your intuition, how it okay, soul contracts. Yes. So some of you have soul contracts about what you're going to do in this lifetime, okay? And what happens is like while you're getting there, if there's distractions, you have to punch them out of the way, okay? Not literally, guys, but you know what I mean. You got to get them out of the way. This could be people. Look, this could be romantic people. This could be lovers. This could be family. You got to get out of the way. You got to do your work, okay? Your soul contract should come before anything else, before anybody, okay? Because that's where you prosper. That's where you thrive, okay? Um, if you're not doing that, then if you're not focusing on your soul contract, then that's when you're going to have issues with money. That's when, you get stuck in a job you're miserable at, but you're like, oh, well, it pays my bills and it makes me money, but you're still miserable. It's like sucking at your soul. So this is a message for those of you, okay, that money is hard to come by, or it could also be some of you make the money, but it's like then you get an expense. That happens a lot to people. Like you're making the money, you're making good money, but then it's like, oh no, the plumbing went out, oh no, this went out, oh no, that went out. Okay, there's something wrong in your space, okay, that is causing that. I don't want you all to get into like, oh, there's a curse on me and all that stuff. No, okay? Sometimes it could be simple things, like I said, with the way your house is built, like the way you decorate your house, or maybe there's too much dust in your house, you don't clean your house enough, or it could also be the directions of what you have objects placed is not good for your energy, not good for your abundance, not good for you romantically. Like these are the things that I talk about in my personal readings, because I do guidance readings, right? It's not just about like psychic, like, oh, this is going to happen or this is not going to happen. It's really guidance too, about whatever you're asking about. And I know that here, like I'm known as like the love reading person, but I do help people with other things like business and abundance and everything, okay? Even though I don't put my testimonials up enough. I mean, I really don't. But I'm gonna start doing that testimonial so everybody can see. Yeah, but if you need help with that, T Marie, I can help you. I can guide you if you want, but I can guide whoever wants to know about stuff like that. Yeah, so that's what spirit really wants you all to know at this time. Hi, Sunny. Welcome back. What else? Okay, yeah. So I talked about distractions. I talked about people being distractions, whether it be romantic people or family members. Also, they want to talk about the workplace, okay? Because some of you who work at jobs and companies, whatever, you're in like traditional jobs. Some of you, how should I say this? You guys feel stuck at the place, but it's like you're not looking for other options, right? Oh, thank you. Oh there's ways to actually invite new love into your home too. I also do that with astrology, right? Because I don't go by tropical Western, I go by Eastern astrology. That is true, Stephen. Yeah, some people some people just like to be miserable because actually miserable is their comfort zone. A lot of people get stuck in a zone where it's like stagnant energy, they're not moving forward, okay? And it also has to do with people not asking themselves why they are unhappy, right? If you're unhappy, I'll give you an example. So when I get angry, And I'm like, why am I angry? Why am I like, sometimes like that? I ask myself, I'm like, hey, girl, who made you angry, right? Because that's not normally me, right? But for people who are um kind of like they got into a routine of being either angry or unhappy or whatever, um they kind of hold on to that as an attachment, okay? Also, people who have been, we all get depressed, okay? Depression is different than being depressed, but we all get depressed sometimes, right? We get disappointed. But if you stay in that energy, then you're gonna call yourself saying, I'm in depression, okay? Because I've talked to people who are like have depression, and I say, okay, I'm like, what is it? Okay, just a disclaimer, I put it down there. I'm not a therapist, I'm not a licensed therapist, I am not um a doctor or whatever, but um if you tell them they just don't like their life, I hate my life, or I hate whatever, right? But there's reasons behind why they're saying that. But sometimes it's kind of like, I'm so used to being depressed that I'm going to stay here. Okay. It's a comfort zone. It's the same thing for people who get up in the morning, they're like miserable because have to go to a job they hate their boss, they hate their coworkers, like there's so much drama and chaos and like all that workplace politics, gossip, all that stuff. um but it's like it's the same thing. They're just comfortable with that. And when you tell them like, "Oh, why don't you get a new job? Like, why don't you do this or do that?" They like look at you with like this scared look on their face. It's like they change color. Like they get paled from fear because they're so used to doing that job. They're used to it. So it's kind of like, you know, regardless. And these are people like, listen, I'll tell you something. There's a such thing as, like partner abuse. There is also like family abuse, whatever. Okay. I'm talking about the emotional level. Do you know how much emotional abuse there is in workplaces? Like, that's why when I ask people like, okay, why don't you leave or why don't you get this job? Because what spirit is telling me is that you could do that, and you could be happier and you could be more, at peace. Um, it's mind-boggling how people stay in those jobs and they're still miserable, okay? Because they get used to the abuse. It's their comfort level, okay? So, you can't make a horse drink water, right? You can lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink it. And so I want to tell you that that's another blockage that people have from manifesting what they want, okay? Um because they're in their comfort zone. They don't want change. They're scared of change. And you know what? Usually it's okay, spirit saying it's normal. It's normal to stay in change, like stay like, how should I say it? Fear change, but you should do it anyway. Okay. And I'm not telling anybody here who's miserable with their job to quit their job tomorrow and whatever. No, you need a backup plan. Okay. And you need to get your stuff in order regardless of what you think spirit is saying. If spirit, is like, you know what, you've outdone this job, you need to leave for your peace or whatever, still you need backup, right? Because we need to pay rent, we need to pay mortgage, we need to pay our bills. We got a lot of responsibilities on the earthly plane, right? You can't just leave. But to those of you who don't listen to the messages, then that's when you're not hearing the messages clearly, you're not getting it. That's those of you who get laid off or you get fired from your jobs, okay? Or if those of you who have asked when it comes to a job or making more money, um, and you're not doing what spirit says, such as like, oh, you need to look into this, you need to learn this, go get training for that, or whatever it is, right, guys? um it's like spirit's helping you, and it might come in a way you don't expect, and you get fired, or your boss changes. Maybe you liked your boss, and another boss came, who was like way worse than your first boss, and you're like, oh my God, I can't take this anymore. I'm under too much stress. I have anxiety. I have sleepless nights. My job is my life, you know? So, a lot of things to consider, to look at, with this message, because um, spirit is always trying to help you with your manifestations, okay? Especially if it has to do with good things, right? I'm sure none of you are wanting to manifest bad, right? That is true, Stephen. And happy people don't like happy people being happy. That is so true. A lot of people don't like light. I'll have to tell you, they don't like it. If you're in a great mood, you piss people off, okay? Because I've noticed that with myself. Like there is people like that, like they're just like looking at me like, what the heck? Like they roll their eyes because I'm happy, or like I'm in a good mood. Hi, Katie. Yes, you can. You can send me a super chat. It's $20 for one question, and then you can put it in the chat. So yeah, guys. What else does Spirit want to say? I'm gonna pull some cards just to see what Spirit else they want to know. Thank you, Katie. Okay, so all right, let me do Katie first, guys, and then I will. What would you like to know, Katie? All right, they want me to use this cards. Sure. All right, Spirit. For KDP, will Jordan ever make up his mind in regards to us, or is he already has? What do we need to know? All right, they want me to use another deck. Hold on. Okay, Katie. So what I'm seeing here is that he feels like a lot of pressure at this time to make a decision. I feel like he thinks that it's going to be a really big responsibility for him. So that kind of scares him. But I do see him making a decision. But I feel like you're not going to like the decision that he makes, because it's not the kind of offer that you want. it is kind of like, I don't know if he promised you something, because I feel like some kind of a promise, or he made you think that maybe you're gonna get engaged. Okay. But I feel like it's gonna feel like to you like he kind of took it back. I don't know how to explain it to you, but it's like he does have feelings for you. There are strong feelings here, but I feel like something from the past, okay, like a past connection where he didn't get healing is really making him kind of scared to be with you in a committed way. So I don't know. What I'm getting is like, I'm assuming you want him to like step up as, like man up and take responsibility. Okay, but I do feel like he's gonna make a decision, but it's not gonna be one that you like. I'm sorry to tell you that. Yeah. See, his heart, somewhat, he had a toxic feminine. Oh yes, he had divorce. Yeah, there's a toxic feminine. Okay, I don't know if you want me to see the cards. Look, there is a toxic feminine that is, from the past, that I see that he was really wounded by, he was hurt by. So it kind of makes him like jaded, when it comes to taking another step for commitment. Okay. And look at this. So there's a lot of fears that have to do with opening up his heart and being vulnerable with you. Okay. Not that he doesn't trust you. It's like he doesn't trust his decision, because he made the decision with that person, and somehow it feels like he feels like he failed that. So let's see. Yeah. um I don't see him making a decision. I don't see him making a decision to like, if I don't know, Katie, if you want to marry him or stuff, but I don't see him making that decision, honey. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going to see what's coming in for you though, Katie, because I feel like I want to. All right, Spirit, what is coming in for Katie? Okay. Okay, wait a second. They want me to get... Yeah, so I want to tell you all this. And this is a great example. So it doesn't matter if it's not marriage or not, even if it's a commitment or partnership, it still scares him. So even if it's not like you guys going to, courthouse and getting married, or church getting married, wherever you call it, whatever, temple, mosque, I don't know what your religion is, but um partnership scares him. It's too much responsibility, and it's a lot of fear based. Okay. I don't see him making any future plans with you. Okay. Yeah, he's scared. Yeah. And I don't think he's going to change, Katie. So, let me see what advice Spirit has for you, because I see you, I see you focusing on yourself. Okay. All right. What is coming in for Katie? Okay. There is new love coming for you, okay? But Spirit wants you to this is an issue that people are getting confused, okay? When you tell people there's nothing wrong, if you don't want marriage, that's totally cool, okay? But you need to let people know and make it obvious that you want a partnership regardless. Because when people think that you don't want to get married, then they will just be under the impression, okay, that you just want to just keep dating. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. Yeah. So if you want marriage eventually, you need to say that from the beginning. And I know some women are scared to say that because they think the guy's going to run away. Well, the guys who will run away from that are the guys that are cowards, that are going to waste your time. Okay? So I want to tell you that you need to, because they're saying you got to be clear with communication. You got to be clear up front because there is someone new coming in. I do see it. Okay? I'm going to see when this is. There's someone new coming in. Yeah. Look at this. Soulmate energy. I feel that it is by the summer. June or July. And this might be someone who doesn't live in your neighborhood, okay? And they also want you, okay, at this time to heal yourself, to go in within yourself, you know, and heal. And think of all the lessons you learned. Where do I find him? Um, spend the next 3 months doing this, okay? And getting yourself ready and attracting the person that you want, because they want you to write down everything you want from a person on a list, okay? And you're going to attract that. But in the next 3 months, they don't want you to interact with anybody right now, okay? So that I feel like by summer, you're going to be ready for what it is that you want. And that's going to be someone that is a partner for you, okay? I know you don't want to hear that, but like, let me tell you something. I know that's like 6 months away, might be, you know, how should I say it? Like too long away, right? We think that, like, you know, when they say, oh, it's going to come in around this time, right? But that depends on the healing you do. And listen, that time is going to go by regardless. You don't want to fill that time up with like jerks and like people who are going to waste your time anyway, right? Yeah, I hope you find them. Let your flowers bloom. What a beautiful way to put that, Stephen. Literally, that is so true. Yeah. So I feel like there's a lot of self-reflection that Spirit wants you to do, because for some reason, I'm getting that your voice is not loud enough or not clear enough. Okay. Your expression, the way you express yourself. Okay. Also, they want you to do a lot of writing and journaling and speaking. So I don't know what your job is, Katie, but they really want you to work on your expression. Also, I don't know why. I don't know if you want to go on vacation or something, you should go. Yes. I feel like you want to go, you're going to want to go on vacation next year, and you should go, is what they're saying. Oh my God, look at this. 4 of Wands and 10 of Pentacles. This is what you want, girl. This is what you want. And Spirit is saying you're in the middle of transformation right now, okay? Ending a cycle. You're closing out a karmic cycle, okay? The person you are dealing with, you have all right, Spirit is spitting now. You have telepathy with them. That's why it's hard for you too. I want vacation with Kida. I don't know who that is. What is that? Yes, speak up. Speak up with what you want and own it, okay? So yeah, I see you better next year, okay? So just take the next 3 months to do healing on yourself, to find out all the things you want. Write, speak, speak what you want into existence, because when you speak, it has a lot of power. So make sure that you're speaking towards your manifestations. Okay, so it's time for you to heal now. And also, don't be scared to show yourself. I don't know why they're saying that. I don't know if you're shy or you're timid. You have more power than what you think you have. Yeah, I hope you do too. Okay, so that is your reading. I hope that brought you clarity. So, okay, guys, what was I saying? Sorry, about, oh, I'm going to pull some cards. You're welcome, love. You're welcome. Thank you for the super chat. Okay. All right. All right, Deanna, you can super chat me $20. Yeah, of course. I still can ask. I'm doing it today because that's why I'm not doing like a full tarot reading, because I have somewhere to be later. I have a lot of things to do today. And honestly, I wanted to cancel the reading, the live, but I'm like, no, I told everybody I'm going to be there, so I have to show up. So yeah. You can super chat me. Okay, so I'm just going to get into spirit until you do that. Any other messages for the collective spirit? Ooh. God. Okay, so the other thing that they're talking about, oh, thank you, Stephen. Thank you guys for being here. The other thing they're talking about is when it comes to manifestation, is like, don't like focus on, oh, it's not happening, right? They want you to pause. Okay, they want you to pause, like pause that. Don't um don't like feel the lack of what's not supposed to be there. Okay. um and a lot of you are going to be um you're gonna get your blessings. Whatever it is that you want, you're gonna get it, but it's gonna take some time, because a lot of you don't know the steps to getting what you want. Okay. That's when your intuition comes in play. And like I said, you also have to speak up about what you want. Okay. Speak your truth. You have to uh, own what it is that you want. It's kind of like, I can have this. I deserve this. This is mine, like that way. Okay. Because to have the confidence of knowing that you can have that, it's in your power to have it, right? Yeah, keep the faith, definitely. Oh, you're welcome, Diana. Sorry to hear that. I hope things get better for you. I'm discounting that. I normally charge $60 for that. So that's why I'm doing it like as a special, because a lot of people want it. And I know that a lot of people might have issues with, it's the holidays, Christmas, and all this stuff. Yeah, Christmas is expensive this year. What is going on? Everything is so expensive. It's crazy. I don't know where you're from, but in the US, it's crazy expensive, right? So this is about victory, guys. Okay. And to get to that space, okay, you have to believe in having it. Okay. Belief goes such a long way. Yeah. And practicing. Okay. Practicing. Practice makes perfect. So also at the same time, continue to be kind to others, continue to be sweet. Forgiveness. Okay, so forgiveness is really important, guys, when it comes to manifesting what you want, because that could actually be a distraction, the anger and the resentment that you have towards others. Oh yeah, you're from Romania? Oh, I could imagine. Yeah, it's crazy expensive here, everything. It's so finally the gas prices started going down. It was like $7 a gallon for gas. It's ridiculous. Hmm. So, okay. So, yeah, so the anger and resentment that you have towards someone, it doesn't have to be the partner, guys. It doesn't have to be the lover. It could be anybody. That also is a distraction for you. You might not think about it because you're like, it only triggers me. This person only triggers me once a blue moon and blah, blah, blah. No, where is that anger? It's inside of you. So that is an energy inside of you that is kind of like hindering your manifestation from happening. Okay. So those of you, mhm. And yes, Stephen, great point there, because it could be yourself. Like you haven't forgiven yourself about something, or you're blaming yourself. No blame, no shame. Okay. None of those things, whether it's to yourself or anybody else, ever. Okay. That is such a low vibrational energy. Okay. Spirit, like, I can't even say hate, right? But they can't stand shame. Okay. Or blame. Okay. And also guilt. Guilt is a very low vibration too, which goes along with guilt and what is it called? Shame and blame, right? Yeah, because a lot of you, your inner child, okay, is really wounded, but you have to believe that it can be healed, because what tends to happen is that, I told my inner child I'm sorry, okay? And it was because, like, there was a time in my life, because I'm a really fun person, and I wasn't having fun, and everything was like work, work, work. And I always was too busy healing people, giving to people, being generous to people, which is a great thing, right? It's just a part of me. But at the same time, I wasn't focusing on having fun and enjoying myself. Okay. There was a phase I was going through, and I apologized to my inner child. And I said, I'm so sorry that we haven't been having fun lately. And I'm going to try more to have more having fun with you. I know you're bored, like all this stuff. Cause I'm that person. Like I love to have fun. Like when I'm like, do you all know when kids invite me to their parties? I love it. Like I'm like a kid. I love to have fun, and kids love me also. But like I go to kid parties, I go to animal parties, like dog parties, whatever, right? I love having fun, or whatever else it is, right? So yeah, that's what happened. That's what happened, Steven. Um, yeah, drain myself. So now I'm balancing my energy and my time more, okay? So this, guys, is a commitment. This is about commitment to your manifestations. Commitment, when they say commitment, also means soul contract, because a lot of you have soul contracts you don't know about. Okay, so that's why things work out in different ways. Yes, definitely Yosemite. Thank you. That's just it's kind of like, sometimes I tell myself, like, stop it. Like, I have to remind myself to stop it. That's how I am. Like, stop giving so much. Stop, 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 stop. Like, I have to tell myself that. So it's 2022 for me has been about boundaries. Okay. Yeah. So guys, yeah, when I say contracts, okay, like marriage came up. So everything is a contract. And I feel like a lot of you, um, you just don't know what it is, right? Because you're questioning, why isn't my manifestation happening? Why isn't it, you know, why is it I try so hard? Why is this person doesn't love me? It's not, you know, there are certain things you're supposed to do, and some of you are doing other things that are the opposite of it. Okay. Yes, definitely boundaries. Oh, thank you, Yosemite. I appreciate that. So, yeah, guys, I mean, do you guys have any questions about manifestation before I close out? Because I feel that a lot of people just go with the whole LOA and the law of attraction and that stuff. And it, to me, it's not the law of attraction. I don't believe in that. I believe in the law of vibration, because you have to match the frequency, the vibration of what it is that you want. And if you don't match it, then you could be chasing it forever and it's not going to come to you. Okay. And for others of you who are chasing, or you're like strung on a certain person, a lover or whatever, usually the issue with that is that um when you met them, you might have been at a lower vibration in your life. Maybe you were desperate, okay? Not shaming anybody here, not shading anyone, shaming or shading. Um, you were at a lower vibration in your life. It could be from anything, like you're going through a hard time or whatever. You were, your defenses were low, your intuition wasn't clear. So you started aligning with someone, and you've been with that person for a long time, right? On and off, because usually those connections are on and off a lot. Like, you don't know, you're together, you're not. Are you a boyfriend? Are you girlfriend? What are you? Like, you don't even know. And so, um, then what happens is that you kind of start evolving and waking up and realizing that this person is not treating me well. They are not what I want them to be. They can't do A, B, and C for me. They're not around for me when I need them. They come in and out as they please. I have become a doormat, whatever it is, right? When this happens, then that is cue for you. Okay. Yeah. But anyhow, guys, I mean, I have to say, in all the readings I've done with personals, I've done a lot of them. Okay. And it's a lot of the times it's because people, like, the core of it is because you don't know yourself. Okay. You don't know yourself. So when you don't know yourself and you don't take the time to yourself, to realize things about yourself, and I'm guilty of this. I am, because, um, especially for those of you who go from like one relationship to another and you don't have time to yourself, and you've been doing this ever since you were like in your 20s, then you don't really know what you want, or you don't know aspects of yourself, and you don't grow because you have to learn the lessons through other people, and that's always painful. Okay. It's always painful to learn through other people. It's easier to learn on your own, you know, like just you and spirit, um, you on your own, even though people don't want to do it on their own because, it's scary, or they don't want to be lonely. They want someone next to them, right? But you learn the most um, when you're alone, okay? And I know some of you, like a lot of people will come to me and then I'll say, like, okay, like for example, this person is, they're just wasting your time, whatever, for example, and it's like, okay, they'll ask me, okay, when is a new person coming, or when, how can I find the new person? It's like you can't go from A to B. Okay, spirit does not like that. Even if you manifest someone quickly, you're going to screw it up, okay, is what they're saying. So yes, definitely. My pleasure. Yeah, we do. I feel that, being alone, it really helps you, because it's like you need to listen to what your mind is saying. What awareness is coming into your mind space. When you're with someone, you can't hear it. Okay. Even if it's like someone new, for example, like you don't even think that, but even if it's like, oh, the nervousness you feel when you are going to date someone new, like let's say you're going to go out on a date or whatever, it's like already puts pressure on you, right? A lot of people even feel that pressure because it's someone new. That also becomes a distraction, you know? Um, so yeah. So definitely that's what spirit wants to say. This is about creating what you want. And manifestation is always a creation between you and spirit, okay? It's never like you're doing it alone. It's like spirit's working, in the outer realms on a different realm. You're working on the earthly realm, okay? Depending on who you are, depends on what vibration you're at, but it's a co-creation, right? So, yeah. Um what else? Yeah. And it's about you not stressing yourself out either. Okay, so guys, get a lot of sleep at this time. Get exercise if you can. It's freezing here. I don't know where you're at, but it's freezing here. I don't like this weather. Okay. And drink a lot of water, get all the vitamins you need. Okay, the supplements, all that fun stuff, right? Eat healthy. I know that I had McDonald's fries the other day. I was like, I do not care. I want McDonald's fries. And it's so good. Know thyself, definitely. And you know what? Let me tell you something. The more you know yourself, the more you will love yourself. You will. Because when you really dissect you and who you really are and get to know you, you'll realize what a beautiful, powerful person you are, you know? Oh, really? Did the rain start there yet? I'm in Southern California, Yosemite. So the rain didn't start here. It's really gloomy. That's why I got like all my lights on, because my other light went out when the one I do with for tarot readings. I mean, zodiac readings. So I was like, "Oh my god, I hope it's not too gloomy," but it is gloomy here. French fries are a love-hate relationship. I love French fries. I love potatoes. It's like one of my favorite vegetables. But yeah, I had McDonald's. It was really good. Nobody makes fries like McDonald's. I don't care what anybody says. It's good. Um you'll quit attracting bad dates. Oh, when you know yourself? Yeah, for sure. You will. That is so true. See, that's what I'm talking about. You know, wasting your time, wasting your money, especially to those who, like, let's say if you're a man, um I mean, mostly, I don't know how it is with everybody, but mostly um I grew up in a very traditional um environment, I should say, and I don't know of any man who would, even if I said like I'm going to pay for this, like them saying, "Oh yeah, sure, go ahead." I've never come across that. So I feel that for men especially, going out and wasting, obviously for women, wasting your time or energy with frogs, okay? Um, like you're wasting your money too, okay? So if the more you know yourself, the more you're kind of like uh whether it's like you're on a dating app or you're just, you'll filter out all the people who will waste your time or the people you'll know you don't want, okay? Um and people call that picky, but no, it's not being picky, okay? It's being selective. You should be selective about who you date. You should be selective about who you let in your energetic space. Okay. And as the more you get to know yourself, you will, push that out. Okay. So, Jack in the Box fries on lazy days. I love it. uh, Um, well, in Western astrology, I'm Scorpio. I have strong Scorpio placements. Also have Virgo. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Libra, Venus. Um, what else? Yeah, that's about it. That I can remember so far. Oh my God, I know. I haven't had onion rings for such a long time. Well, guys, stay safe out there. Stay warm. Wherever you are. All the people in Australia are so lucky. It's like it's their summer now, right? Um, yeah, for sure. My best friend told me I have a golden heart. That's what she calls it. You have a heart of gold, is what she told me. Um, so yeah, guys, stay warm out there. Thank you for joining me today. I hope I helped you and brought some clarity to you. I have to go now and do my other work that I have. I will be posting more readings possibly tonight or tomorrow. Okay, zodiac readings. What do we got here? I put up Sagittarius. I also have Taurus and Virgo next, right? Taurus and Virgo. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you, Stephen. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. So, guys, you guys are awesome. I love you. And I hope to see you again on a live next Saturday. All right. My pleasure, guys. And peace out. Many blessings to everybody. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. Okay. Take care and peace out.